Hello and welcome to Saki Tech. In today's video, we will do a fast unboxing and a full review of the Asus ZenWatch. Along with Motorola Moto 360, this is possibly one of the best designed smartwatches on the market right now. The ZenWatch runs on the latest version of Android Wear operating system, which is simply a version of Google's Android operating system designed to fit on a smartwatch. One thing to remember with these Android Wear watches are that they do require you to own an Android smartphone running Android 4.3 or later. Without a compatible Android smartphone, it is absolutely pointless to have one of these smartwatches, because the whole point of the watch is to be an extension of your smartphone. So keeping that in mind, let's dive in and take a look at this beauty and then go into some details. So let's do a quick tour of the watch case. So you do have a metal sensor surrounding the bezel, which allows you to measure the physiological data for fitness and health apps. So if you want to measure your current heart rate, you would place your fingers right on top of the metal sensor to get a reading. A prominent design feature is the rose gold colored inset that is fixed between the two stainless steel layers, which in my opinion professes luxury without being obnoxious. The watch band is genuine leather and it does come in 3 colors. The gold brown, as you can see in this video, orange, and dark brown. That doesn't mean you are stuck with a leather band. You can go buy any band that will fit the watch and create a style you personally enjoy. The glass on the front is made of Corning Gorilla Glass 3, so it is scratch resistant, and the phone is rated to be water resistant with an IP55 rating, which means this watch will be safe against occasional water exposure such as light rain, but it is not designed to be submerged into water even for a couple seconds. So be very careful with that. And finally, on the back you have the power button and the charging connectors. Now let's quickly take a look at what's in the box, and we will move on to more interesting things by turning the watch on. And in the box you get the usual. You get a charging cradle, you get a power adapter, you get some basic user documentation and a quick start guide, as well as a USB to micro USB cable. To charge the ZenWatch, you simply attach it to the charging cradle, and from my experience it takes approximately 1 hour to charge, and a fully charged ZenWatch will last you 24 hours on average. And finally, I just powered on the Asus watch, and I do have my Android smartphone right next to it, because I'm going to show you guys exactly what you need to do to set this thing up for the first time. So we are going to see some animations. So the first is the Asus animation, then you get the Google Android Wear animation, which is going to lead into the phone asking us to pick a language. I'm going to tap on English right away. And as soon as you tap that, it's going to ask you to install Android Wear on your phone. So on your phone, go to Google Play Store and search for Android Wear app and make sure you install it. And as soon as you're done, launch the Android Wear app. Make sure your Bluetooth is turned on your Android smartphone, because the watch and the phone will communicate using Bluetooth. So tap on Asus ZenWatch. It's going to start the connection process. Make sure you click pair on both the phone and the watch and wait till the pairing process is complete. And once the pairing process is complete, you'll see green icons confirming that, and now we are ready to explore the watch and the Android Wear app on your smartphone and how they all work together. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to show you guys is how to change your watch faces using your phone. Simply tap More and pick any face you want. It's going to replace the existing face on your watch automatically. Tap any one you want, and there we go. Okay, go down, pick something else. There we go, right face. And it's going to pop right up. Okay, so this is pretty fantastic. You can use your Android Wear app to change the watch faces on your watch seamlessly. And then every watch face comes with 2 modes: the active mode that you're looking at right now, and the inactive mode, which actually turns your screen into a black and white battery saving mode. You still see the time, you don't see the whole colorful, beautiful watch face, but you still get the time. But this will save you battery. And let's look at one more. So let's pick any one of these guys. Boom. Okay, there's the active mode. And there is the battery saving inactive mode. And of course, you can go down to the Play Store and get more watch faces. There's hundreds and thousands of these available, okay? Some of them are free, some of them you gotta pay a couple bucks for. And then as you can see, I'm scrolling through the available watch faces. But that's not the only way to get it. So you can go through the Android Wear app, or you can go directly into the Play Store. So let's go to the Play Store really quick. Tap Play Store, and all you want to search for is Android faces, watch faces, watch face. Search, and that's going to give you a total list of all the available apps, and you can scroll through endlessly. Okay, so that's a really nice way to customize your smartwatch. Going back to the Android Wear app, let's look at some of the other options. On the main screen, you have a settings button on the top. If you tap it, it gives you a couple options: pair with a new wearable, disconnect, tutorials, and stuff like that. The other settings icon gives you even more settings, so you can turn off the always on screen, and that is going to disable the dimmed mode, so that is going to save you even more battery. If you prefer to see the time at all times, just make sure that you enable always on screen. The other option you have is you have the watch battery option. So if you tap that, it's going to show you the battery levels of your actual watch right through your phone. You can do the same with the watch storage, which is going to show you the storage that is available on your actual watch. And there are a couple other options over here you can play with, but let's go ahead and see how you can actually put actual apps on your watch using the Play Store. So not only can you put watch faces on your watch, but you can also put apps such as a calculator app or a little game on your phone. So let's see how you can do that right now. Simply tap on Browse Suggested Apps. It's going to take you to the Play Store, and from here you have access to all kinds of apps. You've got the featured apps, you've got the Android Wear watch faces, you've got some game day apps, you've got some tools, you got some health and fitness apps, and you have some entertainment and productivity apps. Now, you can go and download these apps. It's going to sync with your watch after you download, and I'm going to go ahead and show you how you can access them on your watch in a minute. Alright, so finally we're at the phone all by itself, and the first thing I want to talk about is notifications. So anytime you get a text message, somebody calls you, or you get an email, you will be notified on your watch for your phone, as long as your watch and your phone are connected via Bluetooth. And that's one of the biggest features of this watch. So let's see what kind of notifications are waiting for me on my watch. So tap the screen to wake it up, and then swipe up, and that's going to show me the current text message that I received from the Hangouts application. So when you have a notification, there's a couple things you can do with it. Okay, so you can interact with the notifications. You can either swipe to the right to dismiss the notification, or you can actually swipe to the left and you can interact with the notification. So here is just a list of the things we've been talking back and forth with Saki, which is actually myself. This is just a test text message. So again, over here, you're going to see the whole script of our messaging back and forth. And if you swipe one more time, you can respond to this. If you swipe one more time, you can open the text messaging app on your phone right from your watch. Now, if you go back and you try to reply to this, it's not going to have a keyboard. So you're going to have to dictate what you want to reply. So let me show you an example. Reply. Thank you. And that's going to send the text message to Saki. Alrighty, so let's go back here and let's dismiss this application. Now this is the notification. And this is the next notification waiting for me. It's a weather notification. Again, you can swipe to the right to dismiss it, swipe to the left to get more information or interact with the notification. Okay, and you can also swipe through notifications just like this. You can swipe through all the notifications that you currently have simply by swiping up or down. Okay, so let's take a look at the email here. So if you have an email message, what I can do is I can swipe to the left, delete the email, reply to the email, or open the email app on the phone. Okay, so let's delete this one. Alrighty, and other notifications are still there. Dismiss, dismiss, and here's one more. So if I swipe, some notifications do not have anything on the left side. So simply dismiss it once you're done with it. Now the other things you can do on the phone, again, if you wake it up, if you tap and hold on the screen, you can actually change the watch faces right from here. So I showed you guys how to change your watch faces on your Android Wear app, but then again, you have another option here. You can scroll through the watch faces right on this screen. So let's pick this one right here, and there we go. Again, tap and hold, and then you can pick this one right here. Alright, so you've got multiple options to change your watch faces. Now let's do one more thing. If you swipe from bottom to top, you get a panel from which you can swipe to the right and left, and you have some options here. Okay, so from here you can enable or disable notifications. So if you do that, you only get priority notifications. You get all the notifications. If you tap it one more time, you get no notifications. Alrighty, let's keep it at all. Over here, you've got the theater mode. Over here, you've got the sunlight mode. If you tap this, the phone goes into a bright mode temporarily in case you're under the sun trying to look at your watch, but you cannot see it because it's too bright. So if you pull that down, let me show you how it works. Tap that, and the brightness increased for a second there. It's going to go back to normal immediately, as you can see. Again, and then if you pull that down, you can go to settings, and you got a bunch of settings, of course, with your phone. You can adjust the brightness. We're at level 1. You can go to level 2, 3, 4, 5. I recommend you keep that at the minimum because it's going to drain your battery if you have it maximized. Okay, and then you have the Bluetooth devices. From here you can manage what phones you're connected to. Over here you've got the always on screen. If you turn this off, what's going to happen is when your phone goes into the sleep mode, the entire display turns black. Okay, so let's swipe this away for a minute. I'm going to show you how it goes. And there you go. Instead of your watch dimming, it actually simply turned off. And this is going to save you some battery life. Okay, so that is the always on screen. Then you get the airplane mode. You can power off your phone from here, your watch I mean. You can restart your watch from here. You can reset your watch if there's any problems. You can do a factory reset. And then you can also change the watch face from here. So if you tap this, it's going to bring a list of all the faces available, and you can simply change it right on the spot right here. Alrighty, let's go back in there. Settings. Change watch face. From here you have a couple options for accessibility. At the bottom you've got the About Watch option. If you tap this, it's going to show you what version software you're running. And if you go down, it shows you current battery level. And you can also check to make sure that you're completely up to date. So tap System Updates, and it says System is up to date. So if there's a new version of Android Wear that becomes available, you can tap this and download the new version. Okay, so basically that's all the settings that we have. Not too many, but we have a couple settings. Again, swipe to the right to dismiss it. Now your watch comes with a microphone, so obviously you can do some Google voice searches. All you have to do to bring up Google now is to tap on the screen. So make sure your phone is awake. Tap on the screen. And you can search anything. You can speak anything into this bar, and it's going to search it for you using Google. Okay? So it's going to recognize your voice. Let me show you one quick example. What's the weather like right now in New York? There you go. So you got the weather for New York. Again, this is a notification, so you can swipe to the left and get more information or interact with it. Alrighty? Or you can simply dismiss it. Another thing you can do, convert 5 meters to inches. And there you go. So you can use this to do stuff like that as well. And I did talk about downloading apps to your watch. So when you're on your smartphone and you're in the Play Store and you're downloading apps for your watch, they sync with your watch and they end up going into this spot. Tap on the screen, scroll all the way down where it says Start, you tap that, and here's all the apps available to you for your watch. Okay, so let's look at the calculator. There you go. You have a little sexy calculator to work with. So that's 9 times 5 is equal to 45. Alrighty, again, swipe to the right to dismiss. Go back in there, all the way down. Click Start. And then from here, you can, let's get a game. So here's a game I was playing with, tic-tac-toe. Tap it. There you go. Here's a game. Again, swipe to the right to dismiss. Now, when you tap on the screen, you do have some other options. Oops, let me swipe. Tap, go down. These are your recently used apps over here. So if you go down here, you can actually take a note. You can set a reminder for yourself. You can see how many steps you took for that day. You can check your heart rate by placing your fingers on the bar here. And you can also send a text message from here. Again, you do all this by speaking into it. So let's take a look at this. Remind me to wake up at 6 a.m. So normally what happens is when you say that, it sets the reminder on your phone. Not on the watch, on the phone. In this case, it didn't work, so it told me to retry it on the phone. But normally it works, and that's how you get that done. And one more thing you can do is you can use your watch as a remote shutter for your phone's camera. So if I launch the camera over here, you'll see that a tiny button is going to pop up on the watch itself. If you wake the watch, pull it down, you have a remote control right there. Tap it. And that brings up the shutter button. If you click it, it allows you to take a picture using your watch on your phone remotely. Alrighty? And then you do see a preview of the picture taken on the watch. In this case, we took a picture that is completely black, so you see a black preview right over here. So if you get out, the shutter button disappears. You can also use your watch as a remote control to play music. So go to play music, tap it, and it's going to start the music application right on your phone, which in my case is Google Music Player. And then if you want to change the track, pause it, you simply pull up the notification right here, swipe to the left, increase the volume, decrease the volume, next track, go back, pause, and dismiss. And finally, what I want you guys to do is go to the Play Store and download the ZenWatch Manager for your Asus watch. So this app is specifically designed by Asus for the ZenWatch, and what it does is it adds some exclusive functionality to this watch. So let's take a look at this app really quick. Let's go over some of the features. Cover to mute. If somebody gives you a call on your phone, your watch will vibrate. What you can do is you can simply cover the watch face with your hand, and that's going to mute the incoming call. So make sure you activate this feature. The other feature that I really like is Find My Watch feature. If you misplace your watch, you simply tap on the Find My Watch icon, and what that's going to do is it's going to send a vibration signal to your watch, and your watch is going to vibrate until you find it. And once you're done, either swipe to dismiss it on the watch or tap the Find My Watch on your phone one more time to disable it. And the final feature is Forgot Phone Warning. So if you have this enabled, what happens is if you walk away from your phone while you're wearing your watch and you leave your phone behind, after a certain distance, your watch is going to vibrate and it's going to tell you that you're forgetting your phone. Go back and get it. And those are some of the exclusive features only available on ZenWatch. Alright, so that brings us to the end of this video. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel for more videos to come. Give me a thumbs up if you liked this video, and also you can go ahead and connect with me socially on Google+, Facebook, and Twitter, for which all the links are in the description below. Thank you again, and I'll see you the next time. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, just throw them down in the comments section below.